The winter road stretched ahead of me like an endless white ribbon, wrapped in a thick blanket of snow. Few people ever traveled this route. Far from cities lined only by pines and dark forests shrouded in frost, the world seemed frozen in eerie silence, as if nature itself was holding its breath. I was driving alone, my car's windows fogged from the cold. I had no sense of time, just the endless road unfolding in front of me. Mile after mile, the road continued, my tires carving faint tracks into the fresh snow. The hum of the engine and the soft crunch of the ice beneath my wheels were the only sounds accompanying me. Then, at a curve in the road, something caught my attention in the side mirror. A flicker of movement. I glanced again. Nothing. I blinked, shaking off the creeping unease. Just the wind. Just shadows. But something was wrong. I felt it before I understood it. A heavy pressure settled in my chest, the kind of weight that makes your breath quicken, your fingers tighten on the wheel. I looked again, and that's when I saw it. Something huge, dark, and moving fast. A monstrous silhouette broke through the tree line, rushing toward the road. In the dim glow of my taillights, I caught a glimpse of long, shaggy hair covering its entire body, and its eyes, glowing red like burning coals, locked onto me. For a moment, my brain refused to process what I was seeing. Instinct kicked in. My foot slammed on the gas. The car jolted forward, tires skidding on the icy road. The thing didn't stop. It was keeping pace. I pushed the accelerator harder. But no matter how fast I went, the creature matched my speed, weaving between trees with unnatural grace. It wasn't just chasing me. It was watching me, studying. The dark forest blurred past, the road twisting and turning in ways I barely registered. My heartbeat pounded in my ears. I knew one thing. Whatever this thing was, it wasn't human. Then came the realization, the most terrifying one of all. It wasn't trying to catch me. It was waiting for something. The headlights reflected off the snow, the darkness ahead only slightly thinner than the night behind me. My mind raced. Was this real? Was I losing it? I stole another glance in the mirror. The creature was closer now. Its massive frame, its gleaming eyes, the way its shadow seemed to stretch unnaturally in the darkness. I didn't know what it was. I didn't want to know. I gritted my teeth and gripped the wheel harder. I just had to get out of here. Find a gas station, a house, anything. And then I saw it. A faint light in the distance. A town? A house? It didn't matter. It was salvation. But as soon as I spotted it, the creature seemed to notice too. It lunged forward. My stomach clenched as it disappeared from view, and for a terrifying second, I thought it had vanished completely. Then, it landed on the road ahead of me. I slammed the brakes, tires shrieking against the ice. The car skidded sideways, barely stopping before colliding with the towering figure now standing in my path. My breath hitched. The world fell silent. The creature straightened, and for the first time, I could see it fully. Massive, covered in coarse black fur, its limbs too long, too thin. Its face was something between man and beast, something ancient, something wrong. And those burning eyes, they weren't just looking at me. They were looking through me. It took a step forward. My body was frozen. My mind screamed at me to move, to run, to do something. Then something even worse happened. From the darkness of the forest, more pairs of glowing red eyes appeared, watching, waiting. I wasn't alone. This wasn't just a creature. This was its place. And I was never meant to leave. I couldn't move. I couldn't breathe. I realized then, this wasn't the first time someone had seen this thing. I was just the latest witness, and I would be the last.